What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this new segment, we're going to talk about the 48 laws of power. We're going to start with law number one, which is never outshine the master. So, enjoy this new segment with us. We're going to get right into it now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. All Gains Mindset. We talk about fitness, dating, health, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So, we're going to go over law number one of Robert Greene's 48 laws of power. This is video 1 out of 48 of this segment. So, we're going to begin, and I'm going to read off the definition of this law. Law number 1. Never outshine the master. Always make sure those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please or impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. Inspire fear and insecurity. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power. So, let's go to Mike's opinion. What do you think? What does this mean to you? How does this apply to you?
Pretty much what this is really entailing is if someone is teaching you how to do something, right? Let's talk about, for example, martial arts, right? If you are, let's say, a white belt and a black belt is teaching you the basics, and you have a natural ability for this, do not start going ahead of them and getting ahead of them and doing, going above and beyond to show, hey, I'm super good, look at me. Don't do that. That's not something that you want to do. That's what this law is saying. Don't do that. You need to stay in your place. Understand that they are always going to be above you, and that even if you have this type of ability, this natural ability, and the natural aspects of these things that you're learning from this person, always keep them above you. You'll never want to make it look where you can go above them, because then they will just stomp you into the dirt.
Exactly. The author uses an example in the 40 Laws of Power book where, what was his name?
Louis the 15th. You talking about
Yeah, Louis the 15th was had one of his people. What was his name?
Fourquois or Fourquois.
Fourquois, yeah.
It's French.
Yeah, he had this guy make him a lavishing party of the times, and it's supposed to be like a big spectacle. A lot of celebrities there of the time, like 1500s or whatever. And what happened was this party was so great, and this guy who assembled the party, Fourquois, made it so great that it sort of made Louis XV, who was very arrogant as well at the time. He was very cocky at the time. It made him like feel a little insecure, and in return, because this guy set up his party, right? Yeah. And so what he did, he basically found a way to imprison him, right? I don't know if he sent him to death or
no. I think he was put in imprisonment. He was put in solitary confinement for years. But the thing is that he wanted to make Fourquois or whatever his name was. He wanted to make this really nice party for the king, because he wanted to make sure that the king was happy with that. He wanted to make sure that it was perfect for him. So he did everything he could to make it the best party in all of Europe, and he accomplished that. But he also accomplished the insecurities of the king, and the king pretty much was like, no. I make the great parties. This is a great party, but I should have been the one to make it. So now you're in trouble for it. And
exactly.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, and sort of I've kind of had something similar that happened in my own life. I was working at a job once, and my manager wanted me to do something that he usually does, and I wanted to get a raise, so of course I did it, right? And I did it so good that my manager didn't really appreciate me that much, right? He didn't really say, "Oh, thank you so much. I could not have done better myself." It was a little because I did such a good job. He was sort of a little butthurt about it that he didn't do it, because someone else went up to the manager at the time and was like, "Oh wow, this is such the place looks really nice," because I fixed it up and everything for him. He's like, "Oh wow, it's so nice. You did so good." And he was like, "Oh," he kind of put his head down. He was like, "Well, Andrew actually did this." So there was a little shame in there because he didn't do the work. Even though he's the manager and he's above me, I made it look like he could have done that, but I did a better job. So then he frowned upon me. So who knows what kind of things he could have done to try to sabotage me after that, because it sort of put out that insecurity. So this does happen in real life.
Yeah, exactly. You just need to be careful and understand that if there's someone above you that's pretty much teaching you or has an authority above you, you need to keep them there, and you need to understand that if you have an ability to reach above them, you don't take it by force. You let that happen naturally. You don't want to take over the master. You don't want to stab the master in the back, because the master will always destroy you.
Yeah, what I would say is use what you know to your advantage. Like, don't
Yeah.
try to overtly try to become like better.
Yeah.
Try to be smooth with it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Let
you
it
want to,
let
yeah,
it be as covert as possible about it.
yeah.
But
Learn
you,
what you can and
yeah.
accomplish what you can, but try to do it without like blatantly like making
Yeah.
him feel bad, you know,
Yeah.
about it. So,
Exactly.
if anything, make him feel more superior, and then it'll help you even more, and then you can gain more value from that experience, and the more they teach you. Because if you can make someone feel superior than you, and you could just try to learn more from them, that's going to benefit you without having the harm of making a potential enemy. So you always
Exactly.
want to use things to your advantage, and you don't want to go too overt with it. You don't want to now I know everything. Now I can
Yeah.
take you down. Like no,
You know.
you want to smoothly use things to your advantage, and we always want to be growing in life and always taking what we can and applying it to ourselves without trying to harm someone above us. You know, because you never know when those people will try to come at you. You know, just like that
Exactly.
guy in the 1500s. You know,
Yeah.
talk about he ended up going to prison. You
Yeah. He
know.
was in prison for a long time, I think, and I don't know if I don't remember if they said that he died in prison or not, but I know he was in there for a while. He was they put him some really bad places.
Yeah, so you really want to be careful who you try to outshine and who you're trying to impress, you know? So that's basically the summarization of that law. So guys, be careful of what you do out there, and you always want to be, you know, you always want to be getting better, of course, but you don't
Yes.
want to try to make you want to try to avoid making other people look bad as well.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're trying to learn from them. Not a good idea.
Yeah. Definitely not.
So with that said, we're gonna end the video there. So hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and
Subscribe to the
comment.
channel
Yeah,
as well.
subscribe to the channel and throw a comment, you know, in the comment section about any experience you might have had, something to help people out that are watching this video.
Yeah.
So with that said, we're gonna see you in the next video. See you later.
With